Lou Albano, what a life the grand old captain leads. He fights every fan and Vince McMahon, and he never hides his evil deeds. Lou's a model for all the common men. He's made millions with an IQ of roughly 10. That's why today, Lou, I'd really like to say, I want my son to grow up to be just like you, Lou. He's a hero. That's Lou, A-L-B-A-N-O. Lou Albano, here's to you.
Remember when I told people to take it off? Well, now I'm telling you to put them on. Put all three of them on. It's time for the Sports Huddle with Eddie, Mark, and Jim on 85 WHDH.
And welcome back to the Sports Huddle. My name is Eddie Andelman, along with Jim McCarthy and Mark Witkin. The Sunday Night Sports Huddle, heard here each and every Sunday night on Radio Free WHDH from 7 until 11. Our special guest, we have the honor and privilege of having one of the world's great Americans, a true leader, an example of everybody that believes in goodness, physical fitness, strong mental health, and a believer in helping the oppressed, Captain Lou Albano, who is standing up to the young punk rock star, and punk is the proper word, not a misnomer, Cyndi Lauper, who has now used the captain like so many women have used men, and trying to discard the captain, but she's going to find out that she will be back doing the dishes shortly if she gets rid of you, Captain.
You know, Eddie, I want to bring this out at this time that Cyndi Lauper had the audacity to come out on TV Land and actually challenge the captain. She said she would pick a girl of her choosing. She wouldn't say who it would be, and I could take anyone I wanted, and she would go on TV or on either TV Land or in an arena and wrestle her girl against mine, and she would show the fans of America that I not only knew nothing about rock and roll, but I knew nothing about wrestling. Well, let me tell you now, if you're listening, Cyndi Lauper, I openly accept your challenge. I will pick a girl. I won't divulge you this time who will be, but anytime you want, you can meet me anywhere, anywhere you want, your girl against mine, and I'll prove to you that I not only know about wrestling, but I also know about the maker of rock and roll stars. You can ask NRBQ if you'd like to.
Turn up the volume here of Cyndi. Now, you wrote this, Captain?
I wrote the word, wrote the music, wrote it all. Got this, knew it was meant for this girl. Tried to help her, and then after I did it, she had the audacity to come around and say, Captain, you didn't help me. Listen to this. This is time after time. But I wrote Girls Want to Have Fun also.
Which you knew.
Which I knew. I knew Girls Want to Have Fun. That's a known fact. I mean, with the little pea brains they got with an IQ of -9, all they're capable of doing is having fun and working in the kitchen. But beside that, I'm the one that did it all, Eddie. I made this girl, and she's stupid enough not to go along saying that I wrote off her laurels, or she wrote off mine. You've heard of Captain Lou Albano long before you heard of Cyndi Lauper.
Captain, how do you feel about McMahon and Mean Gene, who are constantly trying to fool the knowledgeable wrestling fans and passing off the likes of Chief Jay Strongbow and Jules Strongbow, of Santana. They have so many wrestlers who are obviously inferior quality.
Well, I feel that, first of all, Vince McMahon, I don't believe he's dealing with a full deck. I believe the man is basically an imbecile at heart. And the Mean Gene, he's in the same category. He sort of idolizes Vince McMahon and looks up to him like a King Kong or something. But I believe they're both in the same boat. They don't know professional wrestling well. I will not knock Tito Santana or Strongbow. They're capable wrestlers, but not in the class of the Samoans or the Greg Valentines or the great wrestlers of the world. In other words, they're mediocre type wrestlers. When a wrestler's got to have balance, you've got to have leverage, you've got to have style, you've got to have a manager that films matches in entirety. With my 901.27 50mm camera, Cost me 57,000 because I can have instant replay in less than 10 seconds. So I film matches. I watch. I look for continuity. You know that word, C-O-N-G-U-T-Y. Continuity. The togetherness. You know what I'm talking about, Eddie? Yeah. That's the idea. You've got the scout. You've got the look. You've got the watch. That's where a manager's important. Don't talk about Jay Strongbow. Don't talk about Hulk Hogan. Off the moving pictures, the guy went in the moving pictures with Rocky Stallone, Thunder Lips, Mickey Mouse Lips, whatever you want to. He's a big, tall, 6'7" freak of nature. Getting a little thin upstairs in the hair. He keeps combing. He's combing a little more, combing it all out. Just a big freak of nature, a big goof. And I call him a goof. He's got a big head. If you cut his head off, the guy be 5'7".
All right, 266-1100 is the number. You're next on WHDH with Captain Lou Albano.
Hello, Captain Lou Albano. My name is John.
How are you, John?
Good. I have 2 questions to ask you.
Start with number 1.
Okay, number 1 is, in a recent tag team match between Arthur and Sika and the current tag team title holders, Adonis and Murdoch.
Yeah.
First you walked over to Murdoch and Adonis's corner.
Right.
And then you walked over to the other corner with the Samoans. What was the idea?
Well, all right, now, just a minute. You talked enough. I have no allegiance to anyone. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that I respect the winner. When Adonis and Murdoch won the match, I went over and respected him and shook hands with him. And my Samoans lost, so I gave them the raspberry sign. Then I went over when they won a fall, and I shook with them. In other words, I'm not allegiance to anyone. I just go with the winners. You got it, Jack?
You know, I'm kind of surprised at the Samoans because you spent all that time over there learning their language so you could communicate with them, and then they turn on you, and I believe what you say. If you said you gave them $15 of colored beads, I believe you.
I gave him $100 a week spending money in 1972 Chevy to get around with. I increased the pay. I gave him $50 more a week. They claimed they were making $400,000 a year. Where's the rest? I took the rest. I got my lawyer. I got Rodney's brother, Charles Popovnik, sat down, wrote out a contract, invested the money, stocks, mutual stock, Lou Albano Trust Fund, put it all together. I'm trying to help them out. Now they're rebelling on the captain. Complete imbeciles, half-wits.
Okay, 266-1100. You're next with the Captain Lou Albano.
Yes, Captain.
Go ahead, brother.
I have just one question, and the question is, how can I was just wondering, how can Cyndi Lauper actually come out and say that you have made her, and if it wasn't for you, that she wouldn't have all the popularity that she has, and everybody's talking about Cyndi Lauper and Captain Lou, and just because you've been in her videos and given her all kinds of popularity, if it weren't for you, she wouldn't be what she was.
Well, Carl, I got to tell you, as soon as the captain is on the video, everybody tunes it out. As soon as they see him.
Why would you say that?
Well, because that's the only part that's worth seeing is the captain.
As soon as I'm done, as soon as they've done seeing me, it's off. Can I tell you one other thing? 2 or 3 years ago, did you ever hear of Cyndi Lauper? Not a word. Have you heard of Captain Lou Albano for the past 15, 20, 25 years? So there you go. I took her and made her. She was a barroom broad. She was a simpleton with an IQ of, I said, -7.
Well, you know, you can't tell by the clothes she wears, but does she have a nice figure?
She's got a fair figure. She's a little skinny, flat on the top, a little bit skinny. I took her. She was a 98, her rating. This was Girls Want to Have Fun. Brought it to an 80, brought it to a 70, a 69, a 68, down to a 10, down to a 9, number 8, number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, a -7, then brought it to number 1. I mean, I did all that. I made Cyndi Lauper. She's a kind of a skinny broad, but not bad, you know. Skin's a little broken out, but complexion's not too good.
I want a little bit about Roddy Piper, who've become very fond of.
Oh, fine guy. Roddy Piper or Roddy Piper, you call him anything you want. Roddy Piper.
But he knows how to interview.
Oh, the man is definitely a genius in his own right. He's got Piper's corner. Right. Now, he came out there, if you remember, so we tried to talk to Andre. Now, Andre's lost for an answer when you say hello. He's a big, stupid, speak French. I can read and write French. I can spell. You want me to say a few words out there?
A couple of words.
Monsieur, mademoiselle, qu'est-ce que vous entendez voir qu'est-ce pas? Je te l'ai vu pour souhaiter les billes, pour souhaiter les mêmes pour souhaiter vous les pas. There you go. In other words, I speak French. I understand 9 languages fluently. We have a hard time with English, but 9 languages anyway. Make a long story short, Andre the Giant was a freak of nature, so Roddy Piper had to put him in his place. Then you got the Rocky Johnson come out and say, now look at here, brother, I'm going to tell you all about chitlins and eating beans and cornbread. Come out there talking to man. There's another guy lost for that, so when you say hello. So all Roddy Piper did is try to straighten the man out. Then he had a guy out there by the name of...
And you know something? There's nothing wrong with hitting somebody in the face with a coconut.
Oh, no. Jimmy Snooker deserves to be hit with 5 coconuts.
That's right.
I said his brain is like a BB, a dehydrated BB. You could hit him with a rock and it wouldn't hurt that head. I mean, that guy's... I said, put his brain in the parakeet, zing, flying backwards.
All right, 266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
Hi, Captain.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm calling from Wilmington. I got 2 questions for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to know how we get tickets for that Joe Tully Forum match.
They'll be on sale right up there at the Joe Tully Forum.
Will they be on sale before the show or right at the door?
Right at the door. You can pick them up.
Okay. Another thing I'd like to say, you are a great inspiration to all these young wrestlers that go out because I was a wrestler for a couple seasons, and all my friends, they really love you. They see you every time you come to the Garden, and
well, terrific.
Everything else. I got one more question for you.
Go ahead, brother.
I'd like to know, in your opinion, who do you think is the best wrestler in the circuit today?
Well, in my opinion, the best wrestler... Right now, I've got to put Greg Valentine up there as one of the top wrestlers in the world today. Greg Valentine is a man that stands up 6'2", weighs up 257 pounds, has wrestling balance and agility.
Captain, is he a little...
Greg? He's a ladies' man. Oh, no, he's a ladies' man all the way. The man is unbelievable. He's often imitated but never duplicated. He's one of a kind.
It's funny, because Jimmy hates him. You remember the Valentine brothers, Jimmy?
Yeah, he did. He did hate his older brother. I know that. There was a feud between Jimmy and the older brother.
Yeah, Jimmy is very masculine and virile.
Right.
I felt really his brother was a bit swishy.
Well, it's not a true fact. His brother was a tough guy. And Jimmy, of course, may have been a misunderstanding with Jimmy.
I want to tell you something. Jimmy was very nice to him up until the time he tried to kiss him goodnight.
Oh, no. I can't go with that. I can't believe that. As far as Greg Valentine goes, Greg Valentine's an up-and-up citizen.
266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
Yeah, Captain Lou.
Go ahead, kid.
I'm from Peabody, and I want to tell you you're the best manager there is.
Boy, once in a while you get somebody from that area with a brain. Thanks, kid.
All right, and I also want to tell you that Greg Valentine should have won that match last night, and in my mind, he did win that match.
Well, I got to tell you, Greg Valentine's a rough, tough man. Eddie, Greg Valentine's a tough guy. He's all man, brother.
Okay, 266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
Hi, Eddie. How you doing? It's Michael from Waltham.
I'm having a great time tonight, and I'm learning a lot from the captain.
Good to hear it. I got a couple questions I'd like to tell the captain.
Go ahead.
First, I think the only person that the captain could make is just Dino on Fred and Flintstone, because as far as I'm concerned, Dino and the captain both have the same brain, very small.
Oh, you're a smart guy. What is this?
This is open rebellion.
Where did you escape from?
The guy is a total jerk.
Name one.
How about 132-inch waist?
Caller.
I mean, come on.
Caller, wait a minute.
I got a 32 3/4 inch waist. You want to measure it? I'll give you a tape measure and you can start measuring all around.
Tape measure the size of a football field to go around your stomach.
You gotta be. It's an optical illusion. The TV camera does that. It blows my waist out of proportion. WHDH. Please stop. Will you stop that profanity out there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
don't use that kind of language. I'm not used to that.
I'm sorry, Captain. I apologize.
I'm not going for that. I don't want to hear that language.
But I don't. Many times, McMahon, who was very clever using the medium of television, has made you look not to be like the most handsome person in the world.
Disillusioned people.
As we sit here and look at you,
with a face like that, you can see right away with a handsome face.
It is reminiscent of the Greek gods and the sculptures.
There you go. You see, Eddie, you happen to be a brilliant strategist and a genius, and you appreciate great talent. At times, they put that camera on me, they hit it from a 901 angle, and naturally, my stomach looks like it's protruding a little. I might look like I got a 36-inch waist. Not true.
The only time I've ever had a fight with Jimmy in my life, a fist fight, was he insisted, up until he met you personally. Now, it's been a whole different story tonight. But Jimmy had said you were a fat, ugly, dirty, smelly slob.
Did I ever say that Jimmy was bald-headed? I never said nothing about Jimmy. No. Did I ever say anything about Jimmy?
But I was saying one thing. Once he met you,
then he knew it was different.
And he said that McMahon somehow or other has been able to fester this image of you, which isn't true.
Right. In other words, what they were doing was projecting the wrong image on TV.
That's correct.
So Jimmy said he realized his mistake,
and he was man enough. He was man enough to stand up.
Right.
266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
Good evening, guys.
How are you? Al, listen, we have some refreshments. Larry sent over. Would you bring the captain and Mrs. Captain something? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'd like to start off by saying that Lou Albano is one of the great people of modern time that I've ever seen.
One of the great people of modern times.
Yeah, you're a smart man.
And Luke, is there any truth to the rumor that you're going to be the centerfold of September Playgirl?
They can have me anytime they want to tell them play girl. I pose for nothing. And once they see me pose in that middle, but once I'm out there with nothing on, just rearing back and all, it'll be all over the world. I'll be world known.
You would need more than 2 pages.
Oh, I'd need 3.5 pages.
Is that it, caller?
To make a comment?
Yes.
I have two questions on mine. And I feel that of all people in professional wrestling, no one stands up more than Lou Albano. If there's a professional Hall of Fame, Lou Albano should be the head of it.
Thank you very much.
All right.
266-1100. We'll be right back after this little message here from H. Captain Lou Albano lives clean. He is now on his 3rd quart of Larry's homemade ice cream. Is it good, Captain?
Never tasted anything like this. Creamy, rich. I think I'm eating chocolate here. Haven't got my glasses on, but boy, it is beautiful. Larry's ice cream, #1. Where's it made, Eddie?
In Roslindale.
Roslindale. Larry, you're doing a hell of a job, brother.
It's an interesting story how he got the recipe from his grandmother.
Don't you think?
She didn't want to give it up.
You know, you can tell the texture, you can tell that thick cream that he uses, the richness of real cocoa, I think, and that chocolate flavor.
Yeah, you only eat the best.
The best. Nothing but the best.
And when you stay at the best.
30 grams a day, calves' hearts, liver, 3 quarts a day of unborn virgin goat's milk. That's the only thing I do. I'm clean living, low carbohydrate diet.
266-1100 is the number.
The enemy of cholesterol.
There you go.
Captain, assuming that you live to be 100, 120,
Well, I wish I will.
Would you stay active in wrestling?
Definitely. I'm an active person. I believe in keeping in good shape. And I believe in, as I said, jogging daily, putting in that 12 to 14 miles a day. I believe in powerlifting and weightlifting. I love tennis.
What medicinal benefit was there the other day on television when you were rubbing bananas and food all over your
Well, you notice there's a certain oil.
And then eating.
There's a certain oil and enzyme in bananas. And when you mix this with mineral oil, it brings out a freshness from the skin that comes to the outer area. And from the epidermis, this goes back to the brain, relating a message out that will relieve an oil in your body, and it acts as a stimulant, and a certain odor arises, and when you smell that odor, you know that it's working. And I get them banana oil and that mineral oil, and I rub it in. At times I have someone else rub it in for me. Feels better yet, but I mean, it's always rubbed in, and when that happens, it feels great.
266-1100 is the number. Lou Albano, who has the skin.
Bless you, Eddie, you're a wonderful guy.
He has the face and the skin of a baby's tush. And you're next on WHDH.
Hi, Eddie. How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Not bad. Hey, Captain.
How you doing, brother?
Not bad, you?
Oh, I'm eating some delicious ice cream here. It's like feeding strawberries to pigs. Go ahead, brother.
You're my favorite man ever, right? Well,
All right.
I like the Wizard, too, but, you know.
Yeah, God bless his soul. The Wizard's gone now. He's upstairs.
Definitely.
Sitting up there with all the saints and angels.
Yeah.
He's all right.
How do you feel about the Road Warriors?
Road Warriors, very good wrestlers. They're all right. They're big, they're strong, they're powerful, but I'm not going to put them in the class of the Samoans or Adonis and Murdoch. I've got to say that the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, baby's got the best of the world today.
266-1100 is the number. Incidentally, I want to just bring up a couple of points about Bruno. You know that I have challenged Bruno for 2 years.
I heard about that.
I mean, I would fight him anywhere, anytime, under any conditions. That. But now a lot of people are saying that he's going to come back as the world's largest midget wrestler.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I don't think he's doing any comebacks. As of this time, I don't hear any of that. I know he's got a son wrestling, but I don't hear anything about him.
Well, probably he doesn't have the right manager.
That might be it. If he had a good match like Captain Lou Albano, he'd be coming back all the way.
266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Hello, Eddie. How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Listen, I'm calling for Somerville, and I got a very serious question for Captain Lou.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Captain, how you doing?
All right, bro.
Listen, I was at the wrestling show last night.
Yeah?
And my wife was very, very disappointed.
What happened?
Well, we were sitting up there in the stadium, and, you know, some of the other wrestlers came out to see the program.
Go ahead.
He went over and asked that jerk, Tony Gurria, which I don't think can wrestle for beans anyway, for his autograph. He said no. I think the guy's a complete jerk.
Now, you see, there you go, Tony Gurria. They all look up to him. There's a guy that's got a name like a disease, Tony Gurria. I mean, you talk to him, and he comes out here like a sissy talking, "Oi, see, Governor, pip, pip, and all that stuff. I'm from Aussie, who really cares." There's a guy that's supposed to be the public eye, wouldn't even sign an autograph. Right. Now, if you asked Offer or Seeker or Murdoch or Adonis or any of them or Valentine, they'd be glad to sign, even the captain.
Or Jesse the Body Ventura.
Or Jesse Ventura.
Well, unfortunately, I couldn't get that close to the dressing.
Well, it goes to show you, Gurria, you're dealing with a half-wit.
Well, I agree with you there.
Yeah, it's like well, I'm going to take exception. I never bucked the captain of you, but there is a reason for Tony Garea acting like this the last 6 or 7 years. He's the world's longest case of constipation.
He's got constipation in the mouth.
Well, I just hope that I don't think myself personally can read or write.
There you go.
But I hope someday when he gets in the
Are you dropping some mud there? I hear something going on.
Thanks for calling.
What was that water? It sounded like somebody dropping mud.
266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
Boy, if Big Al Anderson was here with NRBQ, would he put away this ice cream, Eddie?
We have plenty for you, Captain. We have plenty for you, Captain.
You hear that, Big Al? You better call Terry up and come on up here and have some.
And you're next on WHDH.
Lewis, I commend you on your great show here tonight and all your great things you've done in the sporting history.
Thank you, sir.
I have to say that you're like the Muhammad Ali of boxing, the Bill Russell in basketball, the Bobby Orr of hockey, the Jack Kramer of tennis. I followed your career since you fought the likes of Bull Ortega's, TNT Tank Morgan's, Hans Mortier's, Spaceman Frank Hickey, who's now in Mars.
That's right. He's gone with the Grand Wiz.
Mr. Clean. And person like Cyndi Lauper to come on the air and say things like that. It's just a total joke.
Did you notice that little Mickey Mouse operator, that little broad, weighs about 103 pounds? Flat. I'm bigger than her on the top, you know that? I got a better top than her. I mean, she got the audacity to come out here and make them statements. I mean, the woman is a complete imbecile, a half-wit.
I have a serious question, though, for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, what have we been doing up to now?
Well, Vince McMahon has been on this show for years and years now, and I know, his old man put him there. He's just a front man. Yeah. And now he's got this little wimpy guy, Lord Hayes, on that program. He ruins my Wednesday night wrestling.
Yeah, he's another sicko.
Who is that guy? Where did he come?
Some guy they picked off a... Yeah, they took him off a boat. I think he was smuggling stuff in and out of the States. They picked him up in New York.
Incidentally, I don't know if you know this. Do you remember what that fella that broke into Queen Elizabeth's bedroom?
Right, I think that was him.
It was Lord Alfred Hayes.
Yeah, he's been known several times. He's been picked up well, he makes funny faces at little kids, and I think I don't know, exposing his rear end and stuff like that. The guy's a complete half-wit. He's been picked up several times. They caught him in the park one time, sleeping with his feet up in the air, upside down on a tree. The guy's a half-wit. He's been locked up so many times he don't know what to do. Police don't know what to do with him. He's not a real criminal. He's just mentally unbalanced. That's what it is.
I think the only last comment I have is that because of the passing of the late Grand Wizard, who was obviously one of the great all-time minds, I think you ought to have a few seconds of silence in his honor, because the people of Boston... he was on the show on the hookup a few months ago.
Yeah, good man.
And it's a terrible thing to lose a guy like that, but, the show must go on. The world keeps turning. And
all right, before you go into that couple of minutes of silence, let me tell you something about the Grand Wizard. He was, without a doubt, the greatest mind in professional wrestling, the greatest human being, the greatest person, the greatest individual. He was a humanitarian, he was a man, he was a great man, and he was my friend, your friend, and a friend of all the fans of the world. The Grand Wizard will be often imitated, never duplicated, never matched, never touched. He is one of a kind, and that's all I can say about him.
And we'll treasure his memory.
And we'll always love him and always love his memory. He'll always be here in our heart and at our side. Grand Wizard, we love you, brother.
Lou, they can knock you all you want, but let me tell you, me and you both know that all that counts is the bread in your pocket, right, brother?
There you go, baby.
All right, good night.
So on.
Thank you, brother.
And anybody that wants to help Lou Albano build a luxury home for young rich kids that have ran away, you can just merely send your money cash in an envelope to Lou Albano, care of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, Greenwich, Connecticut.
Send it to the office. I'll invest it for you.
266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
Hello, Eddie and Captain. I got a question for you.
Well, madam, I just want to tell you one thing.
Yes.
How do you feel about Louis Albano's stand against women?
I don't like to get involved in that, but I did want to talk about Cyndi Lauper, because she did say that in 1 week's time she would like to get a female wrestler against
your male wrestlers, who would you use if she did that?
Well, I don't know who I'm going to use as of now. I wouldn't want to divulge my strategy because she'd be planning for this. But I can tell you, she can pick anyone she wants, and I've got somebody in mind that really put the kibosh to her, and we're going to put Cyndi Lauper down and show her that just let her get ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, because, Captain, I have an idea of who she might use.
Who's that?
Fabulous Moolah. The same...
Now, Moolah wouldn't bother with her because Moolah's a good friend of mine, and she's a tough one, and she's number one in my book.
You know, I stayed in this hotel room in Provincetown, and the captain had checked in with the fabulous Moolah. And all night long she kept saying, fabulous, fabulous. And that's how she got the name.
Now, one other question, Captain, if I may ask you. How come they don't let you managers into the Boston Garden? I expect to see all the managers of the wrestling.
He's there incognito.
Well, there you go, my good lady. You see, you don't see me there. Were you there last time? Were you sitting at ringside?
Yeah.
You were about the 7th row back?
No, I was right up front.
Oh, right up front. All right, the first 2 or 3 rows. Well, did you see a fat lady sitting behind you with a gray wig on?
Yeah.
To your right. You remember? Look to your right.
Yeah, I did.
All right, that was me in disguise. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was right to your right as you turned to the right, the second seat in.
Well, I keep on watching wrestling, and I hope to see the Samoans win their championships against the Adonis and Murdoch.
All right, sweetheart.
And I'm not a sweetheart, I'm a male.
You're a male?
Yeah, my name is John.
All right, John. It's all right, John. Don't get insulted. They call me names, too. I don't care, John.
I know, they call you fat.
I don't care, John. That's all right.
I know, they call you fatback and names like that.
Yeah.
Big bag of wind.
You imagine that?
Even Cyndi Lauper called you that.
Yeah, I know. She's another sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
And I like her songs, and I enjoyed you in the both videos. I only had one laugh throughout the whole video was when she got you in the half Nelson.
All right, Big John.
Okay, bye.
So,
all right, John.
Was that Big John Stud?
That was Big John. I think it was Big John.
266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
Eddie, I just want you to know what a thrill this is to be on the radio with the captain. I know it is for you and Jim and Mark.
Well, how do you think we feel with over 75,000 people in Copley Square outside chanting Lou? You want to hear it? I mean, we're going to open up the window.
Well, let's hear it, Eddie. I'd love to.
Lou! Whoa! Get up! Window.
Oh. Well, you know, I did see the captain at ringside yesterday with Walter Mondale. I understand that he's asked the captain to be vice president because of his international abilities in all the islands to pull everybody together.
No, I got a secret guy. I got a secret running guy coming in there soon. He's going to run on an independent ticket, but I'm not going to tell you for about 2 weeks who it's going to be.
Okay.
I also do you mind if I open the window again?
Go ahead, open up again. Let's hear one more time.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You hear that?
Incredible.
Oh, shut the window. I'm getting a headache. I can't take that screaming.
Unbelievable.
Holy
Lou,
jeez.
I remember the last time I saw you at the Garden. It was about 15 years ago with Tony Altamori, and you and he were at the
that's right.
gate.
He's one of the Sicilians.
The great Sicilians. What a scientific wrestling combination where they took on all comers.
Mark and I went to Sicily, and this will really interest you, Captain.
Go ahead. I'm listening now, Eddie.
That as you come into the airport at Sicily, there is a giant picture of you and Tony Altamori.
You imagine that?
And it says, Adios America, or something like that. You know,
tutto italiano, tu capite? Eddie Andelman, che bella cosa, bravo! Say that, what a fine gentleman.
Yeah, you sure were. I think you were buying.
Listen here, Eddie, you're doing a hell of a job, brother. Bravo.
Well, Lou, I remember you were buying a strip of tickets for the boys' club, and I just think that was a heck of a thing.
No, he was trying to rent to the boys' club a stripper. You have it wrong.
Oh, that's right. I had that backwards, Eddie.
They said the kids were too young. They had to be over 12.
I read that the wrong way. Hey, does the captain have any advice for the Red Sox? I'd like to see him getting the management there. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I told you. What's that old broad's name that runs the Red Sox?
Mrs. Yaki.
Yeah, Yaki. You listen? Let me get out there and help you out, sweetheart. We'll have a meeting, and I'll set you straight. I got a couple of plans for you, Yaki. Your money can't buy it all. You got to sit down and negotiate with the captain because I'm the guiding light. I'm the maker of champions. I'm a humanitarian and an advisor, a personal advisor. I can do for you what I did for Cyndi Lauper. You got it, Yaki? All right, Mama.
Eddie, I hope we can put together some money, maybe get the captain to be a consultant for the Red Sox.
Well, I tell you, this is a tough year for him because with him winning the Nobel Peace Prize, has been suggested by many people, he's got to prepare his acceptance speech, and also he's had some trouble brewing there with the Wild Moments. What about the Moondogs?
The Border Patrol. You must have
the Moondogs are back in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, Eddie, and they look better and bigger and stronger than ever. I mean, they're really, I'm right at the edge now. I'm negotiating with them to sign a new contract. As I said, they're big men. They weigh well over 300 pounds.
How many are there?
There were 3 Moondogs. One is back up in Canada now. That's Big Eddie. Yes. And we have Spot and Rex here.
I like Spot.
Spot's a nice guy. You only think every time he passes a fire hydrant we're in trouble. Around here in Boston, they locked him up twice for doing something on fire hydrants, but he's a good fella. I give him a raw bone once in a while, keeps him happy. They're the Moondogs. And once in a while, I've got to hit him. I take the strap off and give him a shot. Merely like a wild animal, you got to keep him in line, Eddie, and I do that.
Yeah, we always had trouble in Boston when Crazy Luke Graham came in.
Yeah, he had the same habit as the Spot Moondog. Like to lift his leg every time he passed a hydrant.
He is trouble.
Well, listen, thanks a million for calling.
Thank you, Eddie.
You know, it's doing the captain good because, you know, every once in a while, it's good for him to expose himself in public, other than in the subway station, to be able to hear what people have to say. 266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Yeah, I think, Captain Lou, you're the greatest manager there ever was.
Boy, I never realized there were so many smart people up here in the Boston area. I think I'm going to move right up here. Eddie, where do you live? I want to move next door.
No, not next door. Captain,
Eddie said not next door. All right, I'll tell you, I'll come down here by the office.
Same house, Lou.
Same house.
Why me next door?
How many rooms have you got? No, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm really honored that the people up here in Boston, they've got, they're very intelligent people. They realize they appreciate great talent, and they express themselves. Good luck, brother.
Yep, okay.
266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Yes, I want to talk to the captain.
Yes, go ahead.
Captain.
Go ahead.
I just want to say I think you're a phenomenal manager. The maker of 1 world champion, 14 tag team champions.
Yeah, you got it right down.
That speaks for itself.
There you go, brother.
And I give you a lot of credit. I have a great deal of
And also, don't forget, wait a minute now, don't forget about rock and roll. I'm the manager of NRBQ now. You got Terry Adams, you got Joey Spepinato, you got Tommy Adderley, you got Big Al Anderson, right from up here in Connecticut. NRBQ is a suppressed band. They haven't had the breaks, but right now the captain's behind them and they're going all the way. Don't forget it. Al Anderson, you just remember, what's his name? Terry Adams, got it all together. Brother Donnie, got Keith, got them all. They're a hell of a band.
Talent speaks for itself, Captain.
Yeah, this is Cyndi Lauper.
And I hope to see you for a long time, even more to come.
Very good. Let's talk. Cyndi Lauper's all right, too, brother, except she's got a very, very small brain, and she needs psychiatric help because she didn't listen to the captain.
Well, let me say this, Captain. I appreciate your talent.
All right, brother.
Captain, have any of the networks approached you about a late-night talk show, an in-depth talk like Barbara Walters?
Well, I'm going to tell you, Eddie, I'm going to be on the David Letterman show.
When's that?
The 12th. July 12th. You'll see me on the David Letterman show.
We'll watch
and also, Johnny Carson has a film of the captain, shows that little sleazy, slimy, what do you call it, Cyndi Lauper, the one with the topless top, got nothing upstairs, actually had the audacity to hit the captain on TV. Came out and claimed that I was pointing a finger at her, and that I claimed I made her, and she's going to show footage of that on the Johnny Carson show, I believe.
When's that? Do you know when that is?
I don't know the date of the Carson, but I know Letterman is July 12th.
Well, I'm going to watch that.
All right, Eddie.
266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Hello, Eddie.
Yes.
I would like to speak to the man who, along with Washington, Jefferson, and Lincoln, is the finest man America has ever produced.
Well, Jimmy stepped out for a couple of minutes. How about talking to the captain?
Okay, I'll talk to the captain.
Go ahead, Captain.
Go ahead, brother. I agree with everything you said.
What happened?
You know what happened? He fainted. He is so thrilled.
You heard my words of wisdom and you passed out?
That's right. 266-1100, you're next on WHDH with the Captain Lou Albano.
How you doing, Yorkie?
Hello? I say hello?
Hello, Ed?
Yes.
I'd like to talk about to the captain about Cyndi Lauper.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Hey, what's the problem here with Cyndi Lauper? I don't know about the lady.
I mean, what's the problem? As long as you knew you're not good and you made her, and what's the problem?
Well, you see, she's like any other woman. You take them, you make them. You know, you haven't got many women. Have you ever seen a woman president or a woman executive? Very few. Women are very fickle. They've got small IQs. They're not mentally well balanced. So when you take a woman and you make her and you do something for her, they more or less resent it. So she's got to come back now and say that I rode off her laurels. Actually, Lou Albano was known throughout the world. Cyndi Lauper was a cuss word. Lauper, Looper, Lauper, Gooper. No one even knew the name. Now all of a sudden she's a big deal. Here's a guy that turned around, did this to... Give me credit where credit's due, will you, Lauper? Chopper?
266-1100. You're next on WHDH with the Captain Lou Albano.
Well, Lou, I just want to know, the Magnificent Morocco is my favorite wrestler of all time. Is he going to be coming back?
Magnificent Morocco is now back. He's now managed by Mr. Fuji.
Oh, yes, that's right, Mr. Fuji.
I didn't have time to handle his contract, so I sold the contract to Mr. Fuji for an undisclosed sum.
All right, that's good. And Lou, I just want to apologize for some of the people that said some bad remarks about you. They just were so excited to talk to you.
Yeah, they get all excited. One guy fainted. The other guy got a coronary blockage. The other guy had an infection of the pulmonary artery, but nevertheless, I'm here.
All right, thanks a lot, Lou. You made my day.
One guy had a myocardial infection, myocardial muscle of the heart. That's all right.
For those of you who want to know another talent of the Captain, I named to him a product that's a sponsor on this show, Copeland Latexite. And here is the copy that Lou Albano, in one fell swoop, wrote nonstop. Blacktop owners, if your driveway is inclined to be slippery, or slippery because it's inclined, did you get that? Treat it rough with Copeland's Latexite Super Seal Sand Mix, the seal that protects while it beautifies, while you stop spinning your wheels. But if traction's no problem, regular Latexite Super Seal is tops. Before you use either, be sure to fix any cracks, holes, or low spots with Latexite Asphalastic, Trowel Patch, or Super Patch. For the life and looks of your driveway, Latexite, there's a dealer near you. Well done, Captain.
If you pay $100 extra, you can paint the Captain with the latex, and I'll roll up and down the driveway and seal your driveway. How you like that?
And right now we have this message.
Where your friends are.
WHDH. Now let's get back to the cuddle in the huddle with Eddie, Mark, and Jim. Whoopee!
All right, well, so we're back here live.
Hey, ding, 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 ding.
Captain, I just want to ask you a couple of questions before we get to more callers, and that is, many people at the Harvard Medical School have asked for your brain.
Right, that's true.
And they would like to do a thorough examination of you.
Yes.
I do know that they did x-rays of your head and they came out negative.
They come out with nothing.
All right. But I'm just saying, what are you going to do for mankind?
Well, what I'm doing, Eddie, I've donated. I wear a tag around me constantly that states that when I pass away, and of course it'll probably be another 60, 70 years, that I will donate my brain. It'll be, after it is examined and studied by science at Harvard and Yale University, it'll be a co-feature. They'll both do a co-feature on the Captain's brain. Then it will be elevated in a museum here in Boston to be kept forever in a sealed wax cult to be held up there by all the people to see. Now, they've said, you see, I studied psychiatric treatment and psychiatric care. I have a friend of mine by the name of Rodney Popofnik.
Yes.
And Dr. Popofnik said, Captain, he said, a lot of your men, he said, have troubles. He said they have schizophrenic, suicidal, homicidal troubles. He said, this is caused by a deficiency in the medulla of the brain, also at times caused by a calcium deposit on the oblongata, medulla oblongata part of the brain, which relates pressure back to that, going back from the brain, imagine, down to the pulmonary artery of the heart, and from the right ventricle to the left ventricle, and also the aorta of the heart. So in other words, he said, Captain, you can, by sedating these men, verbal sedation now, I don't use drugs or anything else. It's merely by talking to them, sitting down, I can relate to them the right thing to do. I can put them into a hypnotic trance, and I can tell guys like Jimmy Snooker, which of course is a half-wit, but the Samoans, Greg Valentine, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, why to do it. It all comes from Dr. Rodney Popofnik from San Francisco, the Bay Section. He said, Captain, you can do it all.
All right, now I'm going to mention some world-famous celebrities, and I just want you to tell us one little anecdote of your adventures with them.
All right.
I'll start with a young Ayatollah Khomeini.
a young Ayatollah Khomeini. Now, the Ayatollah had a problem. He was dropped on his head when he was a baby, and he got back up again, and he's never been known to walk and talk straight again. Man can't even walk and chew gum at the same time. But he's fed things by the different Iranians over there, and the man's a complete demented half-wit, and at times he comes through with a ray of light. But as I said, by being dropped on his head as a young child, this related pressure back to the medulla of his brain, and the man is mentally unbalanced and not able to control himself. In fact, he's known to urinate the bed 3 times a day.
All right, Colonel Saunders.
Colonel Saunders had a hard time. The man was bankrupt at 62, went out and borrowed money, got a nickel on each chicken that he put in a pressure cooker. At 65, was a millionaire, then started downhill. Came out with another idea for ham, but instead they cornered him on a chicken market. He sold out for $2.5 million. In the meantime, it's worth $417 million. So they whacked him out of a little bit, and the colonel died, a broken-hearted man with $3 million in his kick.
All right, Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher, she's in for trouble. She's had enough troubles going on, trying to run a country, trying to do a man's job. She's merely a half-wit woman. I mean, she's doing the best she can. I shouldn't call her a half-wit. She's a very dedicated woman, but with the tools she's got to work with, she's in trouble. She's got a low IQ. She's trying to help people, but she's a humanitarian, of course, as most women are. She's a very good-hearted person, but very, very stupid.
Now, can you tell us anything at all about your torrid love affair with Elizabeth Taylor?
Elizabeth Taylor was a fine-looking broad. She'd been through 4 or 5 facelifts. She had her upper chest lifted with silicone. Her bottom was a little heavy. She's got very heavy thighs and calves. The woman is not a bad-looking woman. She's nothing special to look at, especially if you see her stripped down. She's nothing special. I mean, you wouldn't say she's bad. You wouldn't throw her out of the bathroom, but she's nobody that you'd go out of your way for. She's short. She's kind of pudgy. She's a heavy drinker. She's been known several times to get nasty when she drinks. But again, I'm able to talk to her and sedate her, and she said, Liz is all right. Liz is all right. We've had a couple of passes there, but Liz is not a bad person.
All right, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Larry Bird is, well, he's a fine athlete. We all know that. But Larry Bird's got a mental problem also. He only thinks of money, dollar signs in his mind. Larry Bird, when he was a little kid, his father shoved a couple, instead of using diapers, he diapered him with $100 bills. And that got against his lower section, and all Larry Bird thinks about is money, and that's his problem.
266-1100 is the number. You're next on WHDH with the Captain Lou Albano.
Hi, Lou.
Yeah, go ahead.
George, I'm calling from Wynn, Mass.
No, where?
Wynn, Mass.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to ask you a question. Now that the Magnificent Morocco is back in wrestling, right?
Right.
I was wondering what your opinion is on him having a chance to win it back from that Tito Santana guy.
Well, right here in Boston. I'm glad you brought that up. That's where he lost the belt, and there's no film on it with some other people. And at the time, the man lost his belt, but they have no film of this. They can't show me where he was pinned. So I think he's ready. He wants a shot at a championship match. And as you know, Tito Santana's been very evasive. He comes out on TV yelling, Reba, Reba, Reba. Mexican, you know, wetback. He's over here, I think, illegally, first of all. They caught him working in the onion farms and wanted to deport him, but he changed his name from Tito Guantera to Tito Santana. I'd like to have a little investigation of the thing, and I believe that this Tito Santana will definitely lose his belt.
And, of course, once you lose your belt, your pants are only...
And once you lose your belt, you can't hold your pants up. And if you can't hold your pants up, you may shock certain people. 266-1100, you're next on WHDH with the Captain Lou Albano.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah?
I don't know what this big deal about Cyndi Lauper is. You got one of the best rhythm and blues bands, NRBQ, around, let me tell you.
There you go.
Listen, Morocco got jobbed at the Garden, man.
All right, brother. I like how you said the Garden, like you said car when you come from Boston. I'm the car.
That's
Go
right.
ahead, brother.
Hey, what are we going to do about this wetback Santana? We got to get rid of him?
Well, I like to get a boat and put Cyndi Lauper and him on the boat and send him back across the Rio Grande River, you know. Like you said, I got NRBQ and I got to worry about Cyndi Lauper and Tito Santana.
Well, listen, Lou, we look forward to you every week. You keep up the good work.
All right, brother. Nice talking to you. Good luck to you.
Incidentally, I do want to tell you that Roddy Piper was most complimentary of the captain.
Well, I'm sure he meant every word he said, and I've got to say about Roddy Piper, he's a genius in his own right. You know that Roddy Piper is not only a great interpreter, a great talker, a great what would you call him, personality, but he's also a great wrestler. The man is, I believe, 28, 29 years old, in prime condition. He weighs 242 pounds, stands about 6'2", and he's got wrestling balance and wrestling leverage, which is so vital in a professional wrestler. And besides that, he's got charisma, and I believe Roddy Piper's one of a kind. He's got it all together.
Well, I thought his interview with Frankie Williams was one of the most meaningful interviews that I had ever seen.
Yeah, Frank Williams, when you say hello to him, he takes 10 minutes to answer. I mean, Frank Williams, you know, what has he ever accomplished?
But that's right, and that's what, and Rowdy was right in that he's lost every match he's fought in for about 15 years. He's barred from 34 of the 50 states. 37 for the states, and he's a disgrace to professional wrestling. And we have a similar case here we've taken to the Massachusetts Wrestling Federation.
I got him a broom to sweep the ring out, and the guy didn't want the job.
We have a petition up in the Massachusetts Wrestling Federation to bar Steve King.
Steve King's another soft.
Beating after beating, taken to the hospital.
They're using him now. They put heavy clothes on him and roll him around the ring to clean the ring dust.
266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Hello, Louie.
Hey.
Hey, I'm a first-time caller. I don't believe I just got on the air here.
All right, baby.
I'd just like to say, you know, you watch all the different sports. You watch the football, the baseball, the basketball. You pick up the newspapers, 7 points, 3 runs, this and that. You get all the odds. And it's all, at least with wrestling, you know, you got it right straight by the books. Everything's all honest, right down pat. You don't have to worry about calling your bookie, who you're going to bet on, this and that. The only thing that I really like to see wrestling, I like to see it, you know, on, like, prime time, like on Sunday afternoon on TV, nationwide. We've got to get it more to let the people know what's going on.
Well, we're moving in heavier and heavy, Bubba, and you'll see it on prime time. And anytime we want to do any betting, you can just bet on a captain's bet, and you know you can't go wrong.
Well, that's what it is. I can't get no odds on you, Louie. I mean, every time one of your guys he's wrestling, he's 1 to 5, 1 to 10.
There you go. There you go. Well, they realize the great talent.
You know, we can't get no bargains out there. You know, so.
Carl, I just want to tell you one thing. They have an all-weather channel, an all-religion channel, an all-movie channel. They have all news channel. They have all sports channel. It's just a matter of time before there's an all-wrestling channel.
That's what we need.
24 hours a day, we can see great matches.
That's what we need.
And some of them are worth seeing over and over again.
That's it.
I can't make up my mind, for example, if I've seen the unpredictable Johnny Rots wrestle 1,000 times, and I still can't find out what's unpredictable about him.
They always say he's unpredictable, but we can't figure out what it is.
And he keeps taking beating after beating. What's so unpredictable about that?
That's it. He keeps losing.
Well,
but he's getting better and better, though, Eddie. He's starting to come along, Johnny Rots.
What about the Gorilla Monsoon? Now, what's happened to the Gorilla?
Gorilla Monsoon is, again, another one of them softy individuals. He's lost some 100 pounds now. The man weighed about 400. He's down to 300. He's got, I believe, phlebitis and the gout, I think, from drinking too much. He's a chronic alcoholic, Gorilla Monsoon. He's known that. They've had him in a rest home. He just got out. And he's, again, lost for an answer when you say hello. The man's a complete imbecile. He's just a big fat slob, and I can't stand fat people, so you know what I'm talking about. 266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Hello.
Hi.
First time call, I'd like to talk to the captain.
Yes, well.
Lou, I think you're a crazy guy. I love to hear you talk, and I just want to ask you one question. Do you know about the Von Erichs?
Oh, yeah, Von Erichs, very great wrestlers.
Do you think they're up to the power that we get on the worldwide federation circuit?
Well, I don't know if they're up to our standards, but I got to say that the Von Erichs have come a long way. They're young boys. You know, the one just passed away about 3-4 months ago, and the Von Erichs are very capable wrestlers. Their dad wrestled for years and years throughout the South, Southwest.
Waldo was his dad?
Waldo Von Erich, right. And I believe they're getting better and better. They're going to be groomed for this area very shortly.
Oh, great, Lou. Keep the good work up.
All right, baby.
A worldwide wrestling fan in love. Most kids had gods of consummate skill. They worshipped Bobby or I worshipped Bobo Brazil. Oh, when I die and go to heaven, I know just what I'll do. I'll go find Killer Kowalski and I'll claw his head in two. Each night I ask Vince McMahon up above, why must I be a worldwide wrestling fan in love? Ooh, wow, ooh, wow.
This is the city. I'm a staff staff announcer. Hate to say this. The program you're about to hear in no way touches base with reality, nor does it have to make sense in any way, shape, or form. Now, here's Eddie, Mark, and Jim, the Sunday Night Sports Huddle.
Lou Albano is our guest here, the captain, along with Mrs. Lou. And Lou treats her right because she brought her portable ironing board, and she's doing some...
Come in here, say a few words. I'll let you talk now. Come on.
Come on. No,
say hello. Come on. Hurry up.
Mrs. Captain, sit right over here.
Sit over there.
We want to find out what a first of all...
Tell the truth now. Remember, you better tell the truth. I'm not fooling around. Yeah. Now, tell the truth, honey. Say anything you want. You tell the truth, or you know what happened when you get home. Go ahead, honey. Tell the truth.
What's it like being married to the captain?
Well, when the captain speaks, I listen.
I mean, did your mother and father say don't marry him?
Oh, yes, they warned me about him.
And now what do they say?
Well, they feel very bad, but there's not much they can do about it because he threatens them also.
See now, that? In your visit to Boston, I know when I first met you a couple of years ago, you were a little afraid that people wouldn't like Lou. But now, how have you found it in Boston at the Copley Plaza, etc.?
To my amazement, they love Lou.
Now, why should you be amazed about that? He has spoken nothing but the truth. That's the whole deal.
That's what these women don't understand. You see, you've got to take a woman by the neck, you got to lead her to water, and then shove her head under it and hold her there for 2 minutes.
Were you
got to teach her.
Were you like Cyndi Lauper before the captain met you? Were you struggling, a young woman looking for her place in life?
Yes, he did pull me out of a hole, I must admit.
All right. And now, how many children do you have?
We have 8 right now.
8?
Yes.
Prolific. He is prolific.
Yes, definitely.
And you have grandchildren?
Yes, we have 6.
And Lou was just telling me you just had the latest addition to the latest little captain?
Yes, it was a boy, and I'm afraid it looks a lot like Lou.
Oh, boy. 266-1100. If you are having any trouble with your husband, if your marriage isn't going perfect, Lou Albano can help you because he has the perfect marriage. He just told his wife to heal.
All right, that's enough now. Sit down here. You talked enough. Come on, get over here. In fact, get my jacket and brush it off. A little lint on it. All right, I got an next. I get in trouble when I get home. I hate to go home, Pop.
266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
How you doing, Captain Lou?
All right, brother. All right.
How you doing? All right.
How'd you like that?
Fine.
The captain has sired 8 children.
How's that?
That's amazing for a guy with your mentality.
That's 8 that I know of.
I would just like to say that
What's that?
I just like to say I'm just amazed. I was one of the few who saw you and Rowdy Rodney Pipeless.
Right.
Both of you with the combined weight, I'd say, of 700 pounds and a 103-pound girl just totally humiliated both of you on stage live.
Well, that's because I didn't want to hurt her because she's a half-wit and she only weighed 103 pounds, so I figured let her have a do.
A 103-pound woman.
Right.
Destroyed both of you. I mean, how do you feel? I laughed. I'm still laughing right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm not laughing. My head is still sore from the shot she hit me with the pocketbook.
It's just amazing.
She had a bottle of perfume in there, got all over me.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing to me, too, but when I sue her for $7.5 million for that girls want to have fun and time after time, if you're listening, Don Dempsey, you owe me $7,926.07, payable in 2 checks by the Bank of New York, and I want that in 2 payments made, brother, right to me direct. Captain Lou Albano.
And that doesn't even include emotional.
Yeah, and I've been up your office last week, Dempsey, and you had a picture of Pablo Picasso on the wall. He's a real artist. Well, you're a real artist, too. What do you call artist? You know what I'm talking about. So you better make sure you come out with that money, brother. $7,726,000.17. Get it ready.
Now that we're talking about money, Captain, how about giving a couple of hints to some people that have a little extra cash out there, how they can make some extra money?
Well, what I'd like them to do, the best thing I can do, I happen to be a financial advisor. If they'd like to send in right here at the radio station or to the Wrestling Fund in care of Captain Lou Albano, don't put cash in the mail now. Don't try to get me for mail fraud. You put it down, we write a check, send it to the captain. I don't want any cash in the mail. You're not going to get me like Carlo Ponzi of going through the mail. If I invest and I lose it, well, that's tough, yeah? Tough schooling, brother. But you can trust me. My reputation is beyond reproach. I've never been questioned. You can send, I take nothing smaller than 1,000. So don't stop fooling around with them $50, $100 bills. You send 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 to the Captain Lou Albano Trust Fund for all the little goodies, little children of America. In fact, I'm the guy that all little kids look up to. They walk down the street, all them little punks, they all look up to the captain. I give them little decayed lollipops, but they still love the captain. You send it in to me, and I'll take 1,000, turn it into 10,000, 10,000, turn it into 20,000, 20,000, turn it into 500, and for 500, you're on your own.
After all, as the captain has said, the easiest way to make a small fortune is to start off with a large one.
Boy, here's another guy that knows what he's talking about.
266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Yes, I would like to know if Morocco and Santana could have another title match.
Morocco and Santana, yeah, they could have another title match. When the time comes up, if Morocco is ready for a title match, when he gets up to as the top contender, he'll sign a contract, and I'll be there to take my piece of the action.
And you're next on WHDH with the captain.
Yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yes, brother, you are my idol. I've always admired you for many years. You are the guiding light. You have it all together, Jack. You are just awesome.
Man.
It is an honor. It is indeed honor to talk to you, brother.
I'm listening to you out there, and I know you're a brilliant man. You're a college graduate, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and where'd you go, to MIT?
No, Salem State College.
Oh, you sound like an engineering student, because I got a BA, a BS, a BIU, and IOU myself from Oxford University.
All right.
So I recognize great talent, brother. I know you got it all together. I also got an MO, an ME, an MI, and an MIE from Harvard, Yale, and Oxford University. I got it all together. I'm a brilliant strategist, a genius, maker of champions. I'm so good and so fine. Back in the medulla oblongata of my brain lies the IQ of a 109728013. I'm a strategist, I'm a genius, I'm brilliant.
All right, brother. I got a couple questions for you.
Yes, Jack.
Yes. How would I have purchased one of those T-shirts? It's awesome. I can't explain it.
You'd like a T-shirt?
Yes.
Well, you got to be watching shortly, because we're coming out with a line of T-shirts, labels with the captain's picture on them. So watch very shortly. You'll be able to send it through mail order and get all your friends together, and you're going to see a shirt. It's going to be it's unbelievable. This shirt's like painting a titmouse's hind legs with a Fabascus brush on a Saturday night. It's like Captain Lou Albano in action, like poetry in motion. I'm hell when I'm well, brother. You heard that? I thumped at that time. Hell when I'm well and I ain't never sick. Mean when I'm drinking and drink a little bit all the time.
All right, one more question, Cap. Is there any possibility of you coaching our softball team? You are the guiding light.
Well, if I were up here and I were going to be in a permanent situation, I'd be glad to coach your softball team. But what I can do, if you're interested in shirts for your softball team, you send in, shortly you'll have a number, send in for shirts for your softball team with the captain's name and picture on them.
You got it. I have a friend that just wants to say a few words.
No, it's too bad. We got thousands of people. I got to tell you the truth, that in 1 hour, we broke the all-time calling record here at WHDH. It is incalculable, and the phone company is wanting to check on what's the matter with putting circuits out all over this exchange of 266. How do you like that, Captain?
Oh, that is marvelous. I've never seen anything like it.
Unbelievable. I want to ask you, now, I know that you don't like our morning man here, Jess Kane.
No, well, Jess.
Wait. I'm going to ask you to sum up. I'm going to ask you to sum up in 1 minute, because it's going to be played on Jess's show tomorrow morning.
I want him to hear it.
When I say the words Jess Kane. I know you go up into a total...
Because the man's a maniac, the man's a halfwit. Jess Kane, you're a disgrace to yourself, to your family, to your children, to your wife, to the radio station, to Eddie Andelman, to Jimmy. What's your name?
Harry.
Harry, Mark, Luke, and John. You're a disgrace. Now get it straight. I don't like you. I don't like what you stand for. I don't like what you preach. I don't like your face. I don't like the tone of your voice here on TV land. Get away from me, brother. You're a disgrace to everything I stand for. And keep out of my sight.
Okay, well, Jess is going to really enjoy that.
I don't care about Jess. Don't mention that name, Jess.
266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Shut up, Jess.
Hello.
Yeah, first time caller from Lexington.
All right, brother.
All right, Lou.
Yeah.
You're the best physical specimen I've ever seen.
You seen the body on the Capitol. Were you down Revere Beach?
Yeah.
I was down at nude section. Did you see me a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
You know where they got the barricade you walk with nothing on?
Yeah.
I was walking around. I was moving like poetry in motion. You notice how I float like a butterfly? I moved through there. You know that trim, lean waist? Huh? Some man, right?
Yeah. Just one question.
That's right.
I think your first...
I was floating in the water. I looked like a shark with that fin floating around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, brother.
I think your new acquisition, Bulldog Buzz Sawyer, I think he's going to beat that wetback Santana.
Yeah,
His first title match.
Sawyer's a little bit schizophrenic, too. He's got to be controlled, but under, as I said, the verbal and physical and mental sedation, I think I can control a man. But he's another head case, but I'm going to try to help him out.
Thanks very much. 266-1100. Oh, we got a little phone call here. Hello? Hello?
This is Dave Croninger, President and General Manager of WHDH, with a special message to Eddie, Mark, and Jim of the Sports Huddle. You're all fired.
Oh, sorry.
You got the audacity to say that to these gentlemen? Who do you think you're talking to? You can't fire and buy me, brother, because I don't work for you, and I don't care if you're president of the Salvation Army. You're not housed up my own radio station. I'm coming right over your house. Where do you live? You got the nerve to try to fire my friend Eddie. I'll be over your house in 10 minutes, and I'm going to start my own news station right here in Boston and call it the Lou Albano Sports Huddle. You got that?
266, that'll tell him. You're next on WHDH. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. Captain Lou.
Go ahead.
Listen, I gotta say, I loved you ever since the day you and Sparrow Sarion make She Stays Strong but Eat His Feathers.
See that?
That was the greatest day of my life.
Just listening to you, I knew you were smart.
Let me just tell you, Lou, I work at a summer camp.
Right.
And all the kids at Camp Avoda adore you. And if you could do me the favor of saying you love all the kids at Camp Avoda, I think that'd make their day.
I love all those little kids. Right in my heart, I love them all. All the little kiddies, I like to give a little lollipop to walk. They got to look at the captain. I got the body that they admire. I said the body that women love and men envy. I got them little kiddies that look up to me. I'm spitting all over the joint here, brother, when I heard, them little kids.
They're waiting for the Captain Lou Albano exercise, right?
Yeah, I'm going to send them an exercise course. It'll be put out very shortly with that and one of my T-shirts.
Camp Avoda loves you, Lou.
We love you too, brother.
Captain, how many women would you say a week throw themselves at you?
I get an upwards of I get perhaps 200 to 300 women weekly, and I merely do. Oh, well, my wife's here now. I don't like to discuss this. Oh, shut up! Stop booing. I get fat ones. I get skinny ones. I get big broads. I like fat broads too, you know. I'm not too fat now. I don't like too many fat people, but I don't mind a broad weighing about 150, 60 pounds, you know. A little chubby. I like broads with big tops and small tops and big bottoms. I like women. Okay, you understand that? I like women.
I want to clarify that because people, I think, took you wrong on this whole Cyndi Lauper incident because they're assuming because she's so small and petite that she is right.
No. Another thing, they think that I hate women. I like women when they're useful at their purpose. You know what I'm talking about, the bedroom, having children, cleaning house, packing your bag, cleaning the car, taking out the garbage, doing chores around the house, but not in a man's world. Not out there working, not out there competing with a man.
What would you do, for example, if your bath temperature, if your wife, Mrs. Captain, is here now, if your bath temperature wasn't exactly at 71 Fahrenheit?
I'd slap her from one end of the room to the other and put her out in the cold. In fact, I came home one day, it was snowing, and that bathtub wasn't temperatured at 70. Well, I took her by the hair in a nightgown and threw her out in the woods. They had to have the state police come to open the door to let her back in. I wouldn't let her back in. She slept in the shed all night. That's what I think of a woman.
And you're next on WHDH. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I never called before.
Well, how do you like the way Lou treats his wife?
Oh, I love it. Anytime.
When will I get home?
Tell the captain that he can forget all about Cyndi Lauper. I'm just here ready for him.
Are you?
I can sing. I can dance. I'll cook when you want. I'll go to the bedroom when you want.
How big? What do you look like, honey?
Oh, I'm tall. I have light hair. I'm very slender.
All right, send an address and number right here to the studio and Captain Lou Albano with your picture on, and don't let my wife get it. Send it to me and I'll look at it. I'll check you out. We'll have a public audition.
You know, this is like a bakery. You know, Lou passes out numbers from 1 to 9.
And what I do have to do with a tape measure, I've got to check your measurements, and I want to put them down here for Eddie Andelman to go out. You know, I measure from shoulder blade to shoulder blade, from thigh to calf, from calf to thigh, from the belly button up to the nose. I got to measure you out, brother, sister. All right, sister?
Yeah.
And I'll give them all to Eddie, and we'll go from there.
All right.
All right, sweetheart.
Thanks a lot.
All right, honey.
You know, I hadn't thought, we hadn't discussed the possibility of you getting so many women so excited listening to you.
What I should do is start a gymnasium, I think, for women. Workouts for women, for these women that are depressed and demoralized. You know, they got a program up here one time. I saw a bunch of people. No, I saw a bunch of people walking outside the hotel. They were kind of depressed. They go to a course they take, a rehabilitation course, I think. A lot of divorced people and depressed people that are down and out smoking 6 packs of cigarettes a day. If they came to the Lou Albano course for rehabilitation, I could make you be self-assured. I can pick up your spirits. I can help you to be proud of yourself. I can help you to be in love with yourself. I can show women how to act for a man, what to do, how to be, and I can show men how to handle women. I can do it all, put it all together. I'm going to have what they call a seminar. I'm going to rent the ballroom. What's that over here, that hotel where they stay at Bradford? What do they call it in town?
The Bradford.
Where Tina Turner appears in NRBQ upstairs. 1,500 people. Come on in. The captain's going to give a big party.
Captain, I do want
to charge for this, right?
Well, it's a $5 admission, but it's all donated to the Captain Lou Albano Trust Fund for retarded cats.
You know, I got to tell you one thing.
And dogs.
Captain, if I owned a big business, there are wonderful big businesses in this area. As you know, companies you helped start like Raytheon and Digital Equipment and Wang Laboratories. Wang Laboratories was named after you, I believe.
Wang, yes, single one.
Yes. And I got to tell you that I would hire the captain to make a speech, an inspirational speech to the employees.
Oh, right here. What do you call in Boston? What is it? What is the name of that organization? What is that?
Babe Ruth.
There you go. Now the head. What's this guy's name? He's a jobber for McDonald's and for Favor Shoes. What's the guy's name? Commercial work. I forgot his name anyway. I gave a big speech. I come out there and they said, Captain, they said, you're unbelievable. You're one of a kind. They said, we'd like to have you all the time. We'd like you to represent our corporation. In fact, I'm trying to think of the guy's name and I couldn't think of it. They got a guy next to him named Dapper something from the Boston area. Dapper who? What's his name? There you go. He was next to me. He said, Captain, you're unbelievable.
Yeah. 266-1100.
There's another guy, Dapper, likes to talk like the captain. He's in my class the same way. He don't shut up. Between the two of us, forget about it. We never lost Francis.
Hey, you're next on WHDH.
Hi, I wanted to tell the captain that he is the most sexiest man in this world.
You little sweetheart, you.
Forget Robert Redford. Forget Paul Newman. Captain, you're it.
You are something, darling. You're a beauty.
Cyndi Lauper is a disgrace to the female race. She should be out of it. She doesn't know what she's talking about. You're great, Captain.
All right, sweetheart. I feel the same about you. Just talking to you, I can tell you're sexy and beautiful.
Mrs. Captain is the luckiest woman in the world.
All right, darling. God bless you.
Do you know every morning that Captain has to scrape Mrs. Captain off the ceiling so that she can get his orange juice all ready? I mean, she is a lucky woman. 266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
How you doing, Captain?
All right, baby.
I've been following you way back since the Mongols.
There you go. That's about 16 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching since I was about 8 years.
Jimmy liked the Mongols.
Jimmy was a friend of the Mongols. Yeah, very close. Jimmy and the Mongols were very close. He was the third Mongol in disguise.
Thanks a million for calling. And you're next on WHDH. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm overjoyed to be speaking with the greatest man of the 20th century, the ultimate arbiter of what is tasteful and good, the man who single-handedly brought us perhaps the most important principle since Isaac Newton, of course. I'm speaking of the pig principle.
Politeness, etiquette, and grooming.
The man who's done more for relations between the sexes than the ERA.
Great.
The man who gave up a prestigious career in brain surgery for the athletic ideal, Lou Albano. What can I say?
You're a genius, brother. You're a genius. You know, they refer to that peg principle sometimes as the pig principle. Did you know that, Eddie? They call it the pig principle. And that's okay, too. Instead of politeness, etiquette, and grooming, it's politeness, integrity,
a little bit of intelligence in there.
A little bit of intelligence on the side.
Not too much, though.
Who's that, Dave Wolf out there? Dave Dog, is that you calling?
Well, listen, thanks a million. You made the captain really feel good. And right now we have these messages. And our number here is 266-1100. Lou Albano is getting tens of thousands of calls.
And as far as Eddie, the microwave oven, I got 2 of them at home, and I got my whole bedroom done with the mirrors you're talking about. Oh, yeah, the whole bedroom with mirrors. I just want you to know that.
And you're next on WHDH.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah, brother. Go ahead.
You know,
words can't express my opinion towards you.
All right.
It's amazing how many people just fail when they're in your presence.
We've had 3 coronaries. One guy had a pulmonary block. We don't know what to do here. They just all kill him.
WHDH. Take that off the air. You finally got through.
Take it off the air. You finally got it.
And you're next on WHDH.
Hello, Captain.
Yes.
Hey, this is Pete from Hopedale, first-time caller.
Hello, Pete.
How you doing?
All right, bud.
I love you, Captain. I'd just like to say you and Roddy Piper happen to be 2 of the greatest personalities in the squared circle today.
Well, we're good, but you got Freddie Blassie in there, too. You got to include him.
Ayatollah Blassie.
There you go.
Okay, Captain, I got a great trivia question for Eddie concerning you.
All right.
Okay? Nick, can you name me all of the captain's tag team champions, all 15 of them?
Yes, I can, as a matter of fact. 266-1100. When he asked me if I could name them, of course I can. And you're next on WHDH.
Eddie.
Yes.
This is Vito.
Vito!
How you doing?
How are you, Vito?
Hey, Eddie, I'm good. I just got out of the slammer, but I think it has something to do with Lou's fault, though, even though he's my main man, the guiding light.
What happened, brother?
Well, one night, me and my girl, Carmelita, had a fight, so I just went down to the liquor store, started banging my head against the wall, and the cop said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I just want to end up looking like my idol, Captain Lou Albano, trying to go to scars on my head. They put me away down Westboro for a couple of months."
You know, I'd be careful, Lou, because this is Vito, who was in favor and owed 3 favors from you-know-who.
Vito, be careful, brother.
Captain,
I know you're heavy there.
Captain, baby, I'm telling you, you are the ultimate male. I mean,
one of a kind,
you know,
Vito.
I'm so jealous because I see my girl Carmelita drooling when she sees you on. You know, I'm so jealous, but then again, this is the thrill of my life to talk to my idol.
All right, Vito.
Now, Lou, the last time you were on, I was telling you, me and my girl Carmelita, we named our boy after you. We named him Captain, right?
All right, Vito.
But this time we had twins, right? And if they were boys, we're going to name them Rex and Spy.
All right.
But they're girls, so what do you think of After and Seeker?
For that, that's good names for the girls.
What do you think, Ed?
All right.
I think it's a great idea, Vito.
I'll tell you. You know, Captain, I'm starting to grow a beard right now. What color elastic would look best around the
Well, you got to have, your main thing is to get that beard going good, you got to get a cat early in the morning. And the first time they make a move, you got to put that cat stuff in the beard, and that acts like fertilizer, brother.
You know, you think I should get on the Chinese restaurant?
Oh, that's good, too. You get a lot of them right there, and you put that in the beard. Then later on, you get an elastic, and you wrap that around it.
Yeah, that sounds...
That's right. That sounds like a cat house.
Oh, boy, I tell you. My girl wants to know who your designer is.
Yeah, Rodney Easthaven. Rodney Easthaven from Cincinnati. He's connected with Joe Bivens. He's the marketing expert.
Hey, I tell you, Captain, you're so impeccable,
yeah, okay, I am impeccable.
You are. You're the best.
Thank you very much, Vito.
Captain, can you do me a special
Vito
favor?
Corleone. Yes, Vito.
Now, Eddie is a very personal friend of mine, and he lets me do these favors. Now, I have a good friend who's listening out there. He's almost as big as an idol of me as you are.
All right, Vito.
Say hello to Big Joe Burke and John Burke.
Big Joe and John, how are you, brother?
Thank you. Hey, Lou.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you bring the Road Warriors down here, because I'll tell you, brother, with your tutelage, your intestinal fortitude...
Oh, man, well, Captain's coolers, they go all the way. We got to see in the future what's going to happen.
Number 16, baby.
All right, Vito.
Vito, thanks a million. Captain, I want to ask you about a couple of guys
Go
that
ahead,
I've been
go
working
ahead,
with for
Eddie.
a couple of years now, and then Jim has a request.
No,
because
I think we got a problem with the traffic and people gathering outside, and security has asked us, can we let 2 representatives of the fans come in and just say hello to the captain?
Well, how are you going to pick 2 out of 100,000 people?
Well, they got them out there. We can maybe just get 2 to say
Randall.
hello. They just say hello to the captain.
250,000, they said.
250?
Yeah, hit them out there.
Let's open up the window. Let's hear what they're saying. Speak into the microphone.
I tell you, I'm the Big E from West Roxbury. This is the greatest day of my life. I've come up here to see Big Lou. There's over 200,000 people outside there. I was one of the lucky ones to come up here. And he's not lying. The cameras lie on television. He has a 32-inch waist, a 63-inch chest. He says 60. I say it's 63-inch chest. He's a fine physical specimen. I'm going to go to his training school. I want to be a wrestler. Lou is the greatest.
One of a kind. I've never seen nothing like this. Man is a genius.
All right. Speak of the microphone here. Here, come
all right, guys.
Say hello to the captain here.
Hello, Captain. It's all
How are you, brother? Okay.
Champions, and I love you.
Beautiful, brother. Glad to see you,
Look,
fellas.
this guy. Hey, can I ask you a question? What's your name?
This is Jimmy Wallace from Dedham.
You are one of the great Celtics fans of all time. You can see there's a tattoo of the Celtic right on his arm.
You know, that guy's got a Celtic fan. You know, I've been getting people doing that, too. Got a couple of guys on their chest got the captain's picture tattoo.
I'm getting you later on, Captain.
No kidding. All right, brother. Good luck. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Very good. Got a line of T-shirts coming out soon. Got a line of shirts. All right, get the picture. Got that T-shirt coming out. Pictures out.
Oh, close that window, will you, please? 266-1100. I want to ask you, how is the? We understand that you have the masked rabbi training from Israel.
I got him as Joe Bivens is his name as a wrestling name.
Yes.
His real name is Isaac Goldberg.
Yes.
He comes from Israel, and the man is a very talented Jewish wrestler, as you know, in the Boston, New York area. We have a large Jewish population.
I didn't know.
And his first match is going to be against the Wild Arab. The Wild Arab, what's his name? The Arab, Misla Hashkabubi. They're putting him in again. That'll be the first match.
266-1100 WHDH.
By the way, I want you all to know out there, I got a line of T-shirts coming out here very shortly with my picture on. They got Captain Lou Albano as #1. Some got Captain Lou Albano as a bum. But I know.
What about the Lou Albano line of nighties and women wear that's going?
I'm going out with lingerie. You know Frederick? You heard of Frederick of Hollywood and Frederick of Frederick, Maryland. Well, I got a line of panties and of dainty things for the ladies that I designed. Now, when I designed, I didn't design them in mind for Cyndi Lauper. I had girls like Raquel Welch come up to me and said, Capper, she calls me Capper all the time. Always calls me Capper. Then, Capper, can you put them panties on yourself? So I want you to try them on me. And I set them up where you got to see them real beauties. They just hug that line, you know. This is one of a kind. And I designed bras for women. I designed panties. I designed pantyhose. I'm specializing in women's attire and women's apparel. It's going to be a complete line called Captain Lou Albano.
WHDH.
Save that for the Christmas party. 266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
Hi, Eddie. Can I talk to the captain? This is Charlie from West People.
Hey, Charlie, how are you, baby?
Pretty good, Lou.
All right.
I think you're great, but let me ask you now.
Go ahead.
If you get anybody that's going to be able to fight Hulk Hogan and beat him.
Well, let me tell you something, Charlie. Hulk Hogan is a big, strong man, but the guy's not dealing with a full deck of cards. You know, he got a little bit stage struck for that Hollywood stuff. Been hanging around with Sylvester Stallone. And Stallone got his head filled up. He threw a couple of them half-wits around over there, so he's convinced that he's a tough guy. Well, he's going to find out very shortly that the captain's got a few surprises in store for him. Hulk Hogan, if you're listening, watch out, baby.
Where's he fighting now?
He'll be fighting in Madison Square Garden, Greg Valentine, on the 23rd of July. It's going to be a top main event there, and Greg Valentine is a man that can give him all he's worth. It's going to be a tough one. Nobody can take the Hulk lightly because he's big and strong, but with a little trickery and with his lack of brain power and mental abilities, I think he can be beaten.
Captain, are they going to wrestle just to see who can beat each other for the science of the sport, or will they sell tickets so people could come in and watch?
I believe that the Hulk is so impressed with his importance and his great wrestling ability that I think he feels in his heart that no one can beat him. And I think that this is a very, very even match, and that Greg Valentine will go out in that ring and try to see if he can beat Greg Valentine. As I said, in professional wrestling, I've known of matches that are overmatched, like where they'll put Andre against Rodney Easthaven. Well, there's no way that Rodney Easthaven can beat Andre the Giant. So they don't have to say, well, you win or you lose. They'll just go out and have a match. But when they evenly match a fella, when they turn out, in other words, what I'm trying to get at, they will overmatch in professional wrestling at times like they do in boxing. But when you've got a Greg Valentine up against a man like Hulk Hogan, that is an even match. That's going to be up for grabs. And if you lose too many times, brother, the promoters won't use you, and you're not going to make any money.
Will they allow the people, as a favor to the public, to come and to pay money and to watch?
Oh, of course, the people are going to pay money and they're going to watch it.
So
put
they
big
will
money
allow.
into it.
But will they be allowed to buy hot dogs and beer and others?
Will they let people do that?
Well, they'll buy hot dogs and they'll buy beer and they'll buy T-shirts and they'll buy magazines and they'll buy so forth. The people be betting on it. The people be betting heavy money on that now, not knowing who will win because they're two top competitors.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah, brother.
Listen, my son thinks you're great too. Can we get an autographed picture of you?
Can you say that one more time? I couldn't hear you when you lowered your voice.
Oh, my son thinks you're great, and he wants to get an autographed picture.
What about a poster? What about a poster? We got some posters coming out. We're gonna have T-shirts, but we got some posters very shortly coming out. Gonna be unbelievable. They'll have a big, large picture of Captain Lou Albano on. Gonna tell you all about the captain. Say, Captain, you're number one. Say, Captain, you're great. Say, Captain, you're fine. Say, Captain, you're often imitated but never duplicated. Say, Captain Lou Albano, you're one of a kind. You are the greatest in the world today. Say, Captain Lou Albano, we want your picture. I know one friend of mine, you know what he did? Took my picture home and put it on every inch of the wall in his kid's bedroom. Then he put it in the living room. Then he put it on the kitchen ceiling. Then he put it on his wife's bedroom at night so that when he was, never mind, so that he can look up and see the captain picture on the ceiling. Got what I mean? My picture going to be all over. USA, Boston, New York City, L.A., Frisco, Fresno, Santa Monica, Monica, and Honolulu, Hawaii.
All right, with Captain Power.
All right, brother, watch for that poster.
Thanks very much. Captain, I've got to read this commercial now for Larry's Homemade Ice Cream, and feel free to...
Oh, I got some here left. This is the last. I just ate the last quart. Larry, you listening, brother? Get some more ice cream down there for the captain.
Take care of the captain, please. All right.
The ice cream of champions.
How'd you like that? Now, see, Larry could do that. He could have the ice cream of champions. Good one, Mark.
Thank you.
And
put a couple of posters in Larry's.
Don't
Larry's ice cream. I've never seen nothing like. Look at this. The natural vanilla seed. You can see the vanilla seed in the vanilla ice cream. Heavyweight cream. Look. Unborn virgin calf's milk. Heavy cream from an unborn virgin calf. Look at that cream float to the top. Look at the natural hello, man, from Jamaica. Jamaican vanilla. Jamaican vanilla. I can see it in that. Larry, you got some stuff here, brother. I've never seen it. It's like a titmouse's hind legs.
This week, treat yourself to unbelievably tasty homemade ice cream at Larry's Ice Cream, 160 Belgrade Avenue in Roslindale. Larry makes his ice cream using his grandmother's recipe, a secret blend of pure flavors, fresh cream, fruits, and nuts to produce the finest ice cream available. Indulge yourself with a sundae made of homemade hot fudge, fresh cut strawberries, real whipped cream, walnuts, and maraschino cherry. Larry's Ice Cream, 160 Belgrade Avenue in Roslindale. It's too bad the fancy food critics don't even know where Roslindale is, because a lot of ice cream places have homemade with fancy names, but there's only one Larry's. It's in Roslindale, and you'll really enjoy it. 266-1100 is our number here on WHDH and the Sports Huddle. Eddie Andelman along with Jim McCarthy and Mark Witkin. We're really seriously delving into in-depth questions on sports tonight with the one and only Captain Lou Albano. And, of course, Louis is here to remind you also that in Billerica in July, a great match coming up between the Iron Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter, Great American.
And don't forget, Eddie, we got to remind the fans out there, it'll be at the Tully Tully Sports Arena, whatever they call it, and the special referee. Now, this is not a common thing. Special referee will be Freddie Blassie, the one and only Freddie Blassie. In fact, I'm going to be there myself to witness it, to watch this match, because it's going to be one of a kind. As you know, Freddie Blassie is the manager of the Iron Sheik. So this should be something different. It should be a great match. This should be a very special
Isn't it a conflict of interest to have an opponent?
Well, it is not, because, wait a minute, just a minute, the State Athletic Commission right up here in the Massachusetts area, turned around and they said, Mr. Blassie, you've been designated to be a special referee because of your wisdom, because of your great knowledge of wrestling, because we haven't got another referee to put in there, so we're going to use you. They said there's a lack of referees. They said we've had a little trouble in the Boston area, so they said we know that your reputation is beyond reproach. So they said, Mr. Classy Freddie Blassie, we'd like you as a special referee. Call him Mr. Referee.
266-1100, you're next with the classy Fred Blassie's #1 idol, Lou Albano.
I just want to say hello to the captain, the infamous and illustrious one, Captain Lou.
How are you, brother?
We're so glad to have you, brother, in Boston. We're glad to have you. You're the greatest in managing, the greatest in wrestling, the greatest in finance, and the greatest in rock and roll. You brought this show, The Huddle, which is the lowlife, to the highlight of the Boston area and the people within it. We're glad to see you in Boston. Carry on, brother.
You know, I'm the greatest at eating ice cream, too. I just knocked off 3/4 of what your friend said.
Larry,
this is third quarter of your ice cream, brother. I tell you, this is one of a kind. I'm gonna patent this and sell it myself. I'll make the initial investment.
That's
one time you can invest my money.
You should come out with a Lou Albano ice cream freezer.
I'll call it Larry's ice cream. It's great.
The ice cream of champions.
And
ice cream of champions.
I can't wait to. Incidentally, when will the Lou Albano line of women's unmentionables be out?
The women's unmentionables have been out now. They're in the process. We've got a bunch of girls that volunteer for the Boston, Cambridge area. They're modeling. What we do is we get them up there and we completely strip the girls down. And then I get there with a paintbrush, with a Fabascus brush. Now, this is a long bristle brush, and I paint the panties on the girls to show for my designers to film in entirety what has to be done. Then from there, we project onto a 901 slide camera, costs $57,000. Put that projection down, and we can draw... Why are you scratching your eye, Jimmy? You want to do the painting?
This is all before the police come, right?
This is all for the police commissioner.
No, just before they...
Yeah. Dapper, you listen out there, Dapper? Because Dapper likes this. In other words, what we do is to get a verbal picture of what's going on, we paint the panties on the girl. Then we paint up above, see? And then from there, we project the picture onto the 901 millimeter screen, coming back with a throwback, and on there, the electrons will come back and project, and there we have it all. We line it up, and then we go into the process of production. I get back with my man. I have a big factory down in New York. I got them all together. I have designers. And I got my picture. My picture's right on the panties.
266-1100, you're next on WHDH.
Remember that girl's captain's picture with my beard and all right on the panties.
Hello?
Rubber bands and all.
Hello?
Speak to the captain.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Captain Lou, listen, you're great. You're a fantastic person. Okay?
I know it.
I just want to say, I went to the matches last night and I didn't see you. Where can I go to see you at the matches?
It's very rare when I do make a personal appearance because my time is valuable and they've got to come up with large sums of money for me to appear. And, of course, sometime I'll come just for the fun of it as an old lady or an old man or an old punk kid just in disguise.
You get everything going for you. How do you do?
Oh, I don't know how I do it. I just, I feel I'm just off an imitator, but never do it again.
About a year ago, Jimmy and I were at the matches, and we saw this large, really oversized, seeing eye dog. And we didn't know it was you until we noticed the beard.
I see that. Except I didn't have my rabies shots. If I'd have bit somebody, I'd have been a hell of a trouble.
And you're next on WHDH.
Yeah, hi, Cat. I want to talk to the captain.
Yes.
Go ahead.
How you doing? This is Joe from Weymouth.
Hello, Joe.
And it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure here, Joe.
The greats. I got one question for you.
Go ahead, Joey.
Did you ever wrestle Bruno Sammartino?
Yeah, I wrestled Bruno Sammartino several times. He's got a nose you can fit 50 rolls of quarters in there like a pigeon hole. Yeah, he's an Italian guy. I used to be Italian, Joe. I know all about them guys.
It's a pleasure to talk to you, and I want to say you're the greatest, Captain.
I mean, I'm still Italian. I forgot I'm in the best section of town there. Hey, all the Italian boys out there, we're all one of a kind. Fratello, come sta? Hey.
Thanks a lot.
I want to watch myself.
Thanks very much.
All right, Jimmy. Call Bruno up. Tell him good luck.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
Attention all sports fans who are interested in a medical career. During the next 60 days, the Floating Sports Medicine School is signing up their very first freshman class with tuition, room, and board starting at $19,995, double occupancy plus 15% service charge. This unique medical school will begin operations just outside the 50-mile fishing radius aboard the recently converted Liberian oil tanker Wajan Japu, specializing in groin pulls, torn Achilles heels, orthopedic knee surgery, and much, much more. This 5-year medical school already has won approval with leading midwives in French Guiana, Tanzania, and leading acupuncturists on a worldwide basis. The Floating Sports Medicine School will be launched quickly, so sign up now.
All right, boys, come on now. Let's talk about something serious. Back to Eddie, Jim, Mark. Take it away, baby.
And welcome back to the Sports Huddle. We were just talking when Vince McMahon was on the show. He couldn't believe all the great calls we had for the Grand Wizard and for Lou Albano. But the fact is, I mean, who likes Santana? No, but nobody does.
Of course not, because they realize the man is a halfwit.
Well, Pedro Morales. I mean, Pedro Morales, he had no fans. Rocky Johnson.
Oh, the Hulk of them.
Special Delivery Jones. I mean, these guys have no color. You're next on WHDH.
You know, even when you look at Vince McMahon, you got to, who likes Vince McMahon? Very pompous, high-class college grad. Vince McMahon, if you listen, who cares? You know what I got to say to you?
Hello?
I can buy and sell a guy tomorrow.
Hello?
Yes.
Lou, it's such a pleasure. You're such a man of decency and integrity. Why is it that little wench Cyndi Lauper has the gall to issue a challenge to you?
Well, because she's a little barroom drunk. You know, them little barroom drunken women are. Them little broads hang around them. You know what I found? A year and a half ago, I went to Madison Square Garden, and this is the truth, so help me on my reputation. And you know my reputation is beyond reproach. I walked into the garden, and right here, Jimmy knows it. You know it too, right, Eddie? Went into Madison Square Garden before 2,397 people. Okay, 23,927. I'll correct myself.
That doesn't
and on the outside, right on the outside, on 7th Avenue and 33rd Street, it was a little dirty-footed broad with no shoes on. Cyndi Lauper was her name. I didn't know her. She had a tin cup around her neck and a little sign. Please donate and help a rising young rock star. I threw a nickel in the cup, came back out and brought her into the garden with me. Then she wrote off my reputation. She was just a mere woman, but I made her and helped her and groomed her, showed her how to... You know when you go to dinner, you know the peg principle is politeness, etiquette, and grooming, right?
Right.
All right, politeness, I showed them how to be polite. You know me, I'm always polite.
One more thing, Lou.
Grooming. Suppose you go to a big dinner. All your business, like Cyndi said, is done over a big dinner. Now, how do you know which side the butter dish is on? You get all screwed up, right? I showed her which side to eat with. Suppose you're chewing a big thing or got food in your mouth. Somebody asks you a question. You don't know what to do. Spit it on the floor, swallow it. I showed her how to do that. I showed the broad. Now she said I'm a nothing.
One more thing, Lou.
Yes.
As Roddy Piper once said, you do not throw rocks at someone who has a machine gun.
There you go. That's what Roddy said. Don't ever throw rocks at a guy with a machine gun.
You're number one, Lou.
Thank you.
And I say don't ever feed strawberries to pigs in heat.
Al, do we have Rowdy's number at home? We had him on a couple of weeks ago. We didn't have it? Huh? Oh, they did. All right. 266-1100. You're next on WHDH.
The captain?
Yes, the captain is here.
Captain, I think it's obvious that the people of Massachusetts just love you. You're
Thank
the greatest.
you, brother.
You're phenomenal, Captain.
I'd like to have his picture along the Freedom Trail.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm coming out with that line of posters now, and I've been granted permission. I talked to Dapper. Dapper said, Captain, the whole City Hall. We want the whole City Hall, a decorative combination for 4 days to be decorated with the Captain Lou Albano poster. Then he said, we want you down on that, what's that street, that beautiful area, Washington Street.
Lower Washington.
Right, Lower Washington, by the Intermission Lounge. He said, we want you to march up and down. He said, with that poster, showing all the people who want projection. He said, we like the way you project, and we're going to decorate the whole street. He said, all them classy bars down there, with the captain's picture, going to have the captain's poster, Captain Lou Albano. Make our champions. Said, Captain is number one. Whew, so good.
Eddie. Well, there's a lot of talk, Carl, about having the Albano Library.
This is
with all the permanent effects,
And the Albano Trust Fund for people with a ruptured hernia.
Go ahead.
Get the trust fund to get a trust.
Yes.
Eddie.
Yes.
Will the Archbishop and the Mayor be speaking later tonight outside of Copley Place?
Well, I don't know.
But I don't religiously, Eddie. Don't bring that into it. But the Archbishop is a personal friend.